me walk leisurely over here because I still don't have a remote for the camera. Hello everyone, Daniel here, and today I am going to be talking a bit about gigabit internet after the intro. I've seen from my Google Plus post that I was without internet, and that's AT&T's fault because recently everyone's been releasing this new type of internet service called fiber. It's mostly gigabit. You can deliver it via coastal cable, some regions, whatever, but it speeds up to a gigabit. You might notice my website there. Talk about that in the end of the video, but that's what, how do you say it? It's a gigabit. It's a new type of internet. It was first popularized by Google, and then AT&T is doing it. Comcast is now doing it. Fiber is coming to, as many people know, is coming to the Nashville area, but I sprang on the AT&T bandwagon before they could do that. It's part of the U-verse plan, but basically, fiber internet is about, let's say you have an internet connection of 10 megabits per second. It's approximately 100 times faster. It's really fast. I mean, but really in reality, you're only getting via wireless maybe 300 megabits per second. I mean, the only way that you can get a gigabit is at like midnight on via Ethernet. That's the only way you can really get gigabit. But there's still internet traffic then, because it all depends on the internet traffic and everything. But really, the maximum you're actually going to see in day-to-day use is 150 to 300 megabits. If you have an Ethernet connection, which is not really common on laptops these days, well, at least Macs, which is what, I don't know, no, not at all, but you'd probably be looking at 650 megabits, but the upload speeds are crazy. With the Wi-Fi as well, most of what I've gotten on my iPad and iPhone have been around 230. That's about the average, with 450 upload speed. So for some reason, the upload speed is going to be way higher, but it all depends on the router you have, what type of Wi-Fi you have on your thing, because there's 802.11 something. There's 802.11n, C, B, G, N, everything, but the latest standard is 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. AC Wi-Fi is pretty much what you're going to find in all of the latest and greatest products, like the iPhone, most of Windows, most higher-end Windows, laptops, and some desktops, as well as higher-end Android phones, as well as, I don't know about Windows phones. Less than 1% of people use Windows phones. That's a different article for another day. But gigabit internet is not really gigabit internet. Gigabit internet is only gigabit internet at midnight via an Ethernet connection. Gigabit internet, not via Ethernet, is only about, say, 200 megabits. And that's with AC. If you have an older device, you'd be getting 100 megabits. And of course, that all depends on 5 gigahertz. As I have my Wi-Fi router in, 5 gigahertz. 5 gigahertz is the latest, is the band. Like, older wireless routers have 2.4 gigahertz. There are different bands of Wi-Fi, so 2.4 gigahertz is one band and 5 gigahertz is the other. 5 gigahertz, it's better through going through walls and different things without interferences. So really, you have to have a 5 gigahertz router to get stuff. I tried my 1 megabit per second, my fiber internet on a iPhone that has AC Wi-Fi using 2.4 gigahertz. I got 30 megabits per second. So it's all dependent on whether, number one, I'm going to cut to a thing here, but number one, you have a good, you're close to it. Number 2, you have an AC Wi-Fi router and or device. And what time of the day. Number 3, what time of the day it is. Or number 4, what whether you're using internet, Ethernet, or wired. And number 5 is, of course, who you're getting your service with. That's not one, but those are the top 5 reasons how to get the fastest Ethernet. But basically, fiber net. Oh, my thing just shut off. I probably should turn that back on. But yeah, I mean it's all dependent on a couple of different factors. And that's what I had to explain in this episode of Let's Talk About. In the background here, if I can get this to turn back on, I probably can't. That is my Hackintosh project. That is my website, of course. This is Hackintosh. I call it the Takes 5 Hours Hackintosh. Hashtag Takes 5 Hours Hackintosh. I will be doing a video on that next week. Because I really didn't have time. Because I've been fiddling with this guy for a while. I finally got it working. As you see, that's Safari. And this is running on non-Apple hardware. Ta-da! This is my Wi-Fi dongle that's not working. But computer's right over here. It's not in frame, but you'll see it soon enough. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Baby.